Parents, when did your child do something so smart it was actually terrifying? My daughter Lily was always precocious. At 3, she could read simple books. By 5, she was doing basic multiplication. But what happened when she was 7 still makes my skin crawl when I think about it. It started with small things. She began asking unusually specific questions about our security system. Daddy, does the alarm still work if someone cuts the power? Or, how long does it take the police to come if the alarm goes off? I thought she was just curious, maybe even anxious about safety. I explained everything carefully, proud of her inquisitive mind. Then came the day I found her bedroom walls covered with intricate drawings, not the typical rainbows and unicorns. These were detailed floor plans of our house with red X's marking every window, door, and what appeared to be the motion sensors. When I asked about them, she smiled sweetly. It's a game, Daddy. I'm the bad guy trying to get in, and I have to figure out all the ways you're trying to stop me. I laughed nervously. That's creative, sweetheart. I already found 3 ways in that wouldn't set off any alarms, she said, pointing to her markings. See? My stomach dropped as I realized she was absolutely right. The 3 entry points she'd identified were indeed blind spots in our system. The following week, my wife called me at work, voice shaking. You need to come home now. When I arrived, she was sitting at the kitchen table, pale-faced, staring at Lily's school notebook. Read this, she whispered, sliding it toward me. Inside was a meticulously detailed plan titled, How to Make Mommy and Daddy Disappear. It wasn't violent, almost worse in its cold practicality. It described how to create a fake email trail showing we had planned a surprise vacation, which accounts to drain money from gradually so it wouldn't raise flags, which of our friends might notice our absence first and how to throw them off. Jesus, I muttered, flipping through the pages. Where is she? In her room. I told her I needed to make some calls. We confronted her together, trying to stay calm. Lily, honey, we found your notebook. Can you tell us what this is about? She looked confused by our concern. It's just a puzzle like in my mystery books. The detective has to solve how people disappeared. I wanted to make a really good puzzle that would be hard to solve. But why make us disappear? My wife asked, voice trembling. Lily shrugged. Because I know you best. It's easier to plan something when you know all the details. We scheduled an appointment with a child psychologist the next day. Dr. Martin spent several sessions with Lily and finally called us in. Your daughter isn't displaying signs of sociopathy or harmful intent, she explained. She has an extraordinary analytical mind that seeks complex problems to solve. Unfortunately, she doesn't yet grasp the emotional implications of her scenarios. So she's not planning to harm us? My wife asked. Number. She's essentially treating real life like a chess game, several moves ahead, without fully understanding that the pieces have feelings. We worked with Lily to channel her intelligence, coding classes, advanced math, strategy games that didn't involve people disappearing. We also focused on developing her emotional intelligence. Years later, at 16, she came to me, eyes downcast. Dad, I found my old notebooks in the attic. I'm really sorry. I didn't understand back then how scary that must have been for you and Mom. I hugged her tight. We always knew you had an extraordinary mind. We just needed to make sure your heart kept pace. She's 22 now, working in cybersecurity, using that terrifying analytical ability to protect people.